Hello gorgeous beautiful stars! ParisStarChannel here welcomes you during the new and possibly a very exciting episode, guys. Can you see my excitement? Can you hear the Christmas the Christmas bells ringing? Bing bam bom, bing bam bom. Is this that time of the year? I'm like, what is happening? What is going on, guys? With a great joy, I present you the star of today's episode, which is going to be Bim Bam Bom, Bim Bam Bell. The Hourglass, guys. The Hourglass is in the house with their special limited edition collection palettes. So we are here to test it out, but apart from this super hot, incredible new product, we also have other products that are absolutely iconic when it comes to Hourglass. We have some primers, we have concealer, we have the foundation, we have the powder, we have the setting spray, and most importantly, the most iconic brushes. We have it all to put it to the test, to feature them in my episode. I am absolutely ready to talk about the things that I know and to try out the things that are new to me. So yes, guys, if this is something that interests you, welcome. Please tune in to my channel, to the party where we celebrate diversity and beauty, because diversity makes us all different, but with our differences we're all gorgeous, unique and beautiful. Guys, let's start today's episode. Today's stars of the episode is going to be Hourglass with its iconic products, and most importantly, this new launch, which is the face palette that is launched for Christmas. So yes, guys, if this is something that interests you, tune in, consider yourself invited, because the episode is just about to start. Alright, guys, so here we are ready to start today's episode. As I've mentioned, we are talking about the Hourglass. Guys, I am super excited because I can't believe it. It's just like the end of the year is coming. Like, where did it happen? It's so incredible. Every single time when Hourglass's palettes are coming, they're always feature the end of the year. I can't. I can't believe it. But anyway, guys, yes, the package is right over here. So first, what are we going to do? We are going to unbox it and have a little bit of the unboxing experience that is showing to you right now. And what do we see? We see an incredible box designed by the Ukrainian tattoo artist Sasha, and this one is in the version Deer. So we open the box and then we see this beautiful, absolutely stunning, beautiful design of a deer. A very different in comparison with the previous years. This is how it looks like, guys. You can stop and pause if necessary. And then, as you can see, the deer palette is right in front of you. So this is how it looks like. And then we are opening it and we are taking it out. And this is fresh and hot and beautiful and gorgeous. I must say I am absolutely mesmerized by this year's design. I love it. I love absolutely everything about this. And then within this particular palette, we're going to talk about it in just a second. We have 3 new shades, which is so nice. So let's have a look what kind of shades this year we have. And this is a Fair Tone Skin Eleganza Extravaganza. 2 finishing powders, 1 bronzer, 1 highlighter, and 2 blushes. Perfection. This is all what I can say. An absolute perfection. I love it. But obviously, there are always limited edition brushes that come out, and this here, this is how it looks like. Let's have a little bit of the unboxing experience right over here for you. So guys, this is how it looks like, and then as you can see, Ambient Lightning Edit Brush 2 Deer. And then we are opening it, and ta-da! It appears. It's magical. I mean, is this like some sort of a magic wand or whatever and whatnot? It looks incredible. I absolutely love it, and it's very cohesive with the palette this year when it comes to the bristles. Very nice, very soft. Hourglass brushes are one of my favorite brushes in my collection and in my constant rotation, and it's incredible. They're nice, they're very soft. So guys, we're going to put this aside, and when it comes to this collection, this is how it looks like. And absolute beauty. I can't wait to test it out and to put it on my face. But before we are going to do it, let's talk a little bit about these incredible products that are right over here, guys. The palettes. And I suppose back in the past, if you know, you know, the palettes were going out like this. I mean, okay, like, you know, there was nothing special about the design of the palettes itself. Reflective, very hourglassy, and then you open it and you had this. So as you can see, some of the shades were used by me very much. This is one of the pretty old palettes, but I suppose this is so precious to me. This is the moment when, oh, that was the Ambient Lady Volume 4. When did it came out? I don't remember. I lost the track of it. And then there was a little bit of the improvement. And, you know, instead of just giving a palette like I showed you, they maybe decided to put a little bit more to it. And this was this palette, the Ambient palette. And this one is called Ambient Lightning Edit Universe. And what happened actually in here, they added something, and it was like some sort of a marble right over here. Another iconic, incredible palette that just looked like this. And I love this finishing powder. It was absolutely incredible, amazing. And then again, this is something about the Hourglass, the innovation. They still try to be, you know, they're having a wonderful ideas, and I absolutely love it. And then decided to go with something completely different, like for example with this palette, the jellyfish, and it was the Ambient Lightning Edit unlocked the jellyfish, and practically what they decided to go with a completely different a drawing, I suppose, and that was the jellyfish. And another gem when it comes to the people with fair tone skin. As you can see, some finishing powders, some blushes, bronzers, and the highlighters is doing so good, absolutely so good. But this year, I mean, this year is a completely different story. When they decided to hire a Ukrainian tattoo artist called Sasha, they came out with this. And I mean, this is for me personally by far the best design ever made by Hourglass. I love it. I absolutely love it, and wouldn't you guys? It's incredible. And then when you open this palette, this is how it looks like. It's a beauty. It's an absolutely beauty. And then on this side, and then when you open this, this is how it looks like, guys. And then we have the two finishing powders. Then we have a bronzer, the iconic marble type of a bronzer, and then we have a highlighter, and then we have 2 blushes, and oh my gosh, I think this is it's incredible, because my favorite blushes, like of all times, is the pinky blush, and it's the coral peachy blush, and it's here. So in this particular palette this year, I practically have everything what I need and what I desire, and within this palette they included 3 new shades, which is so new, so good. So we're going to put this to the test, and but before we're going to do it, one more thing, and this is something that it's definitely worth mentioning as well, is that Hourglass supports a great cause. Not many brands, they're doing it, like House Labs, for example, it's doing it, Rare Beauty is doing it, and Hourglass is doing this as well, which means that a part of this sale, 5%, I believe, of net profits from the Unlocked palette support the non-human rights project, which is so incredible, and such a big bravo for Hourglass. You know, it's not the brand that is just like coins in my pocket. No, they are actually sharing the profits to support, and I absolutely love it. Big bravos. So yes, apart from the palettes, they also have an incredible brushes, and sometimes they have brushes with a limited edition. Few years ago, there was this brush. And this brush is in my constant rotation, and I absolutely love it for buffing everything and for finishing touches. This is incredible. Last year, they had brushes, like for example, this one. This one is another incredible brush for applying their unique palettes. But this year they came with a little bit of a different brush, and I'm super excited because, well, I'll show you in just a second. It's this one. And when you're gonna unbox it, this is the brush. And it is double-sided, which is absolutely iconic when it comes to Hourglass. I think Hourglass was the first one who started the idea of the double-sided brushes. And then the most famous and iconic makeup artists they followed. Like, for example, Makeup by Mario. And then Patrick Ta, and even now today's Tati Westbrook is coming with the idea of the double-sided brushes. But for me personally, it was Hourglass that started this idea, which is absolutely incredible because I love to have 2 brushes in one. It's so good. And this one, particular one, I can't wait to test it out. This is how it looks like. So I suppose, yes, when it comes to a little bit of a story of the introduction, that would be all. And right now, let's go and apply some Hourglass makeup, and let's test out this incredible palette and see it in action. Alright guys, so here we are ready to play with Hourglass, the most iconic products, and then after that we're going to put the palette to the test and see the final results. So first of all, again, what we are going to do, we are actually going to apply a primer. The first primer, this is the version mini, and it is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Guys, this is a very good primer when it comes to the people who have normal to dry skin. It is some sort, I would call it an all-inclusive all-arounder. It has everything what you need and desire when it comes to the primer. It smooths your skin, it preps your skin, it extends the wear of the makeup, and then it has some SPF, and it just like it has everything what you need practically when it comes to the primer. And then the other primer that I have in a full size is this one, and this is the Hourglass Vanish primer. The difference between the Vanish primer and the Veil is that this particular one is rather more designed for people with normal to oily skin, as it has some sort of a oil control features, while the Veil, as I mentioned before, it's dedicated rather more towards the people with normal to dry skin. Both of them, they're very nice, and I'm actually going to mix them because why not? So I'm going to put some of this primer just like so all over my face. And then, did I miss the spot? There you go. Good. And then I'm going to take some of the Vanish primer as well. Just like so. Work it. And now I am going to apply it to prep my skin. Oh, so smooth. The silky texture that is super smooth and super lightweight. And I can feel an instant smooth when it comes to here. You know, it's that kind of a little bit of a silicone texture. And my skin is prepped and primed, and we are going to leave it for a second, just like that. And then we're going to continue the other application. Another product that are absolutely iconic to the brand is the Hourglass Concealer. So I am going to actually refresh my memory. As far as I know, this is a truly a full coverage concealer, which I'll be honest with you, as a person that is over 40 years old, me, and has a very difficult under eye area, and as you can see, I don't really have much to cover, so the full coverage concealer is not my vibe. But if you are on the market and if you are looking for a full coverage concealer, this is iconic. This is known worldwide. And yeah, when it on the market, when it comes to the full coverage concealer, this is the one. But as I've said, for me personally, I prefer rather more a serum-y, skincare infused type of a concealer that gives a little bit of a skin evening type of a feature. So let's try and refresh my memory a little bit how this full shebang type of a full coverage concealer is going to look like in my under eye area. I am not going to put it a lot, okay? Just a little bit. Mine is in the shade Creme. So let's go and add this in the areas that might need a little bit of a coverage. And I am going to take the concealer brush. Come on, where are you? Show up. And this is actually one of my favorite concealer brushes that I have in my collection because of its shape, but then I don't know, it has some weight to it. Like right over here. It's not like super lightweight. It has some weight and it is very nice to hold. I might need some mirror. Where is it? There you go, and then we are ready to apply this concealer. Within this consistency is definitely very, very lightweight, and as you can see, guys, it is happening and it is covering. It is, oh my gosh, okay, wow. And that's it? I didn't even have to make an effort. You know, as a person that gives my own personal opinion about the makeup product, I have so many of them and sometimes I'm forgetting about some of them. So that's why I said I need to refresh my memory about this concealer. And I just put few dots and it's already done. The finish is definitely matte and it's definitely a full coverage. So guys, if you have been wondering how does it look like, allow me now, I would like, there is a natural light peeking through, so, okay guys. Alright guys, one more time, the concealer is applied. I have to control some lights right over here. But we have some technical situation that is happening right over here. But guys, okay, the concealer is applied. Allow me now to approach and to show you the situation with just a few dots, guys. This is how it looks like, the side that is covered and the side that is not covered. As you can see, there is some significant difference when it comes to this concealer. This is how it looks like. Good. Okay. We're going to let this set, but I already feel like it is setting on its own. And then we're going to do the same on this side. Just a few dots. I don't need more. And then we're going to apply this once again in the same way, spreading it with the brush. This brush is everything. I mean, there might be many different brushes coming from the different brands and whatnot, but eventually I always come back to this one. It looks a little bit like a finger. Can you see? And then when you tap it, it acts the same thing as if you would have been tapping this with the finger. And with just just a little touches, the concealer is already applied. And it's done. It is done. I always like to use a little bit of a temperature of my finger to finish this up. So this is what I am going to do as well, to make it more natural, because this is a truly, now I remember, this is a true full coverage, lightweight formula, but full coverage type of a concealer with a rather matte finish. There is no compromises with this concealer. It comes, it covers, and it's done. Good. Another product that I would like to feature would be this foundation, and this is the Hourglass Illusion Foundation, and I have in the two shades, 2 and 4. I'm super curious about this foundation. I'm going to see the shades and maybe mixture, because as you can see, I'm a little bit tanned. I just came out from summer holidays, the sunny Tenerife. It was so good. And I'm tanned, so I'm going to see, and I'm going to feature 2 shades. The first one, number 2. Let's give it a go. Okay, this is, as you can see, it's protected. There you go. The number 2. Okay, it's pretty nice, actually. Let's give it a spread. Very creamy. Nice. And then the number 4. Let's give it a go. All right. Slightly darker, slightly peachier. Very creamy. Okay. There you go. This is the number 2. This is the number 4. I wonder. I think I'm gonna go with 2. And then if I will have any necessity, I am going to add a little bit of a 4, but I don't think that it's needed. So, a little bit of a 2. Let's go. That might actually be a good shade to go. Very creamy, absolutely very creamy type of a foundation. And now I'm going to use a little bit of the temperature of my skin, of my body, and try to spread it. This acts a little bit like a thicker version of their tint, That is definitely very lightweight. This one is definitely thicker. Good. Right now it might look a little bit scary, but don't worry. I'm going to take the Hourglass brush and I'm going to apply this and spread it so that it's going to look nice. Okay. Oh well, okay. Now we're talking. Okay, good. The brush is doing its job. Oh wow, okay. Everything is smooth. Everything is absolutely smooth. Right over here, it looks very nice. It looks perfected. I'm going to use a little bit more here on my nose because I can still see some redness. Just like so. Yes. Let's see. Oh my gosh. This brush spreads products like a dream. And, oh wow, okay. And it's done. I didn't have to make much of an effort in order to apply these products. Ooh la la. I mean, and I'm getting an impression that the product tries to be self-setting in some sort of a way. Right now, I do not feel any kind of tightening, and it looks like my skin is absolutely perfected. Well, okay. Allow me now to finish talking. And allow me now to approach so that you can have your own judgment. So when it comes to the Hourglass Illusion Foundation after application, guys, this is how it looks like. Combined with the primer, I can see some skin perfection and I can definitely see some blurring type of features. So far, I'm just like, what is happening? I mean, at the same time, my skin looks very nice, beautiful, and natural. There is some sort of a glow, but not like the oily glow, you know? It's just the natural glow. Whoa. And I like it. Cool. Very nice. Good. And right now we're jumping almost into the powder type of powder part of the episode. Before we are going to try to apply this particular palette that is the star of today's episode, let's go and apply a little bit of a veil powder from the Hourglass. And guys, this is iconic. What I can personally say from my experience, if you are a powder, no powder type of a person, if you have a mature skin like mine, and if you like a little bit gentle type of a setting where your makeup feature, if you would like to set your makeup without drying and sucking out life of your skin, this is the one. I'm going to show you in just a second, but this sets your makeup while non-drying your skin and perfecting your makeup and your skin as well. This is an extremely mature skin friendly type of a powder. That's all what I can definitely say when it comes to my experience. So what I am going to do, I'm going to open this. And as you can see, there is definitely a special type of the packaging right over here. It already has the perfect amount of the powder right over here that you need. We're going to take the brush from Hourglass and then we are going to work the brush with the powder itself. And now we are going to apply this on my skin, on my face. Guys, I've been on holidays. I feel like I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to recording. But anyway, guys, look at this, what it's gonna happen. Gently dusting, it sets my makeup while it's not sucking out life of my skin, it gives me still a little bit of a luminosity in a very nice and a natural way. And what I am actually going to do right now, I'm going to take a little bit more of this powder, but I need to close the lid. Boom. I think this is going to be more than enough. As you can see, the powder is here as well. And then I'm going to take one of my favorite brushes from the Hourglass, which is actually this one. And this is a perfect brush for setting your concealer. So I'm going to take this powder just like so, work this within the brush, and gently, guys, absolutely gently, I'm going to see if there are no creases. There are no creases on this concealer. Oh wow, okay, love it, good. Look at this. And I'm going to gently set it just like so. Good. So guys, when it comes to my base, when it comes to the Hourglass base, when it comes to the primers, concealers, foundation and the powder, this is how it looks like. You can have your own judgment and your own situation, and looky, what's the tea? What do you see? I wonder. Your opinion is the most important. What do I see right now? It is absolutely right now a skin perfection. Everything is smooth, everything is covered, everything is evened out, and I love it. But obviously, right now, we need to add a little bit of a color. So when it comes to the base, that would be all. And right now, let's jump into the star of today's episode, which is going to be this palette from the Hourglass. Let's have a look. Let's test it out in action. Alright guys, so the foundation and the complexion has rested, and we are ready to apply the palette. I am so excited. Before we're going to do it, allow me now to approach. Guys, you are looking at the Hourglass Eleganza Extravaganza. This is how it looks like when it comes to the primers, when it comes to the Illusion foundation, and then when it comes to the concealer, this is how it looks like. Alright. Good. I think we are ready to jump with this beautiful, absolutely stunning palette made by Sasha, the Ukrainian tattoo artist. And then when you're gonna open it, it's just, oh. For me personally, it is a perfection for a fair tone skin, where you have two unique finishing powders, one bronzer, one highlighter, and two perfect blushes. I mean, I can't get enough of this because these are my favorite type of blushes, a pinky blush and a peachy blush. So we're going to put this on my face because, as you can see, I am beautifully evened out, but I need some color. So what I am going to do, I'm going to take this unique new brush from the Hourglass, and the shape kind of tells me that it is good for shaping, for bronzing. So I'm going to put and add a little bit of the bronzer on this brush, just like so. And we'll see. I don't know the pigmentation of this year palettes. We will have to go with the flow and see the result. So let's go and let's check this out. Good. Okay. This is not going to... Alright. You never know, right? When it comes to the new product, are they over pigmented or what is happening, what not? It looks like this one. We can go a little bit of heavy hand. Let's have a look. All right, good. Now I can see it. You can see the difference. I'm going to do something like this. And as always, the magic behind the powders from the Hourglass is that they are luminous, but they do not accentuate texture. I don't know how they do it because I'm using so many makeup products from so many different brands, luxurious brands, and very often every type of a luminosity infused within the powder accentuates my texture. Hourglass does not do that. I don't know how do they do that. I don't know how it is possible. It's against all logic. Things that are mattified, they're smooth and they calm down the texture, and usually things that are luminous, they accentuate texture, while with Hourglass you have luminous and smooth. I don't know how do they do that. And that's why it is so unique for me personally, and that's why I love Hourglass for whatever they're doing when it comes to the powder technology. People were trying to dupe them, they're far away. They're like really far away. They're undupable. You cannot dupe Hourglass. Either you want to go with Hourglass or with nothing. This is what I am trying to say. Good. Okay. I like a very subtle makeup, no makeup, and I don't know if you can actually see it, but the bronzer is appearing on my face very gently, while giving me a little bit of a luminosity and smoothness. You can definitely see the difference. So guys, this is the side that doesn't have anything, and this is the side that has bronzer. The bronzer rather goes on the luminous, warm side, but it has this marble. I mean, the marble type of the powders from Hourglass are just like classic. Let's have a look one more time. Oh, the brushes actually. Look at this. Yoop. And there we go. Okay. Love it. Good. And then we can blend it easily and work this out within the skin, because this is another feature of the Hourglass powders that are super blendable. They work with your skin. They work with the complexion just fine and give you a very unique effect. It's like there is something, there isn't something. There is, or there isn't. Can you tell? Can you not? Welcome to the La Maison Hourglass, should I say. Okay. Good. I'm happy with the result that I got right now. I don't think I need more, and this brush, I think it's very nice for those kind of contouring and shaping and adding a little bit of a structure. Right over here a little bit of this, and we're good to go. By the way, guys, I'm trying to film in the natural light, and the sun today is like, it's appearing, it's disappearing, it's appearing, it's disappearing, and then when, according to the natural conditions, my camera is adapting itself as well to these conditions, and it's just like brighter, darker, brighter, darker. There is nothing that I can do about that. So have that in mind, but I'm trying to give you the most accurate review when it comes to this palette, so that you can see the best way possible the shades of the palette, and this can be done with a natural light. The natural light today is grumpy, and this is the result. Anyway, yes, I do like what do I see. Good. Another thing that I would like to do is to add some blushes. So I'm going to use one blush on one side and second blush on the other side. And I'm going to use another limited edition brush. that was introduced last year ago, and this is a special brush that is designed for these kind of a palettes and these blushes. So I'm going to use the coral type of a blush first. I'm going to saturate. It is right over here, but I don't know. Is it punchy? Is it not punchy? You just never know. You just never know, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. Let's go and apply it. All right. Nice. All right. Something is definitely appearing. Some color is waking in. Some luminosity is waking in as well. It's like some sort of a champagne type of a luminosity comes through. It blends very well as well with the bronzer. And it's building up. So guys, as you can see right over here, there's definitely some sort of a situation right over here when I could say that this part of my cheek is definitely warmer when when the bronzer blends with this peachy blush, and the peachy blush is kind of infused, I think, with some sort of a champagne type of a radiance, and everything blends all together. Everything is smooth and pretty. So yes, guys, this is how it looks like. And now I'm going to take the second brush, and I'm going to take the pinky type. Oh, now you go with a sun. As you can see, the sun is very grumpy today, especially when I decided to film. Ah. Anyway, I'm going to take this pinky blush, saturate my brush with this blush. I think we have it. And let's see on the other side what kind of an effect we can have. All right. It's happening. It's definitely happening. It's definitely appearing, but it's not like some sort of a shabang and kapow type of a situation. With these brushes, they pick up a very good amount of the product. You can always take some back, and then you will not be overwhelmed by the shabang type of a situation when you need to take this down. This is something that I like, a control when it comes to the makeup, when you can easily control everything and the situation. If you need to build it up, you can easily build it up. And then, because it's always better to, for me personally, it is always easier to build it up than take it down. This is what I am trying to say. Yes, a very pinky, and it blends very nicely with the bronzer that I applied as well. Very Barbie doll-like kind of a pink. Very vibrant, should I say. Good. But I guess this is what I'm trying to say. This is the pinky blush combined with the bronzer, and this is the corally type of a blush. I guess I need to take down a little bit of that because it is a little bit too much. The rest we're going to fix this off the camera, and now we're good. Okay, don't worry. It might look scary right now, but there is some sort of of a method within this craziness. I'm going to show you in just a second. Good. Right now it's time to even everything out. So let's use some finishing touches within the finishing powders, and we have actually in this palette 2 finishing powders. So what I am going to do, I'm going to take a brush from the Hourglass. Like this is a gem. When you want to have a gem within your collection when it comes to the buffing and finishing touches, this is the best. So the finishing powders within these palettes, they give you a finishing touch, a fix, an effect, which means that blends everything all together while giving you some sort of a beautiful subtle luminosity, and at the same time it's not accentuating any texture. This is a treasure. And I suppose this is what I've said before, and I'm going to repeat myself on and on and on. The powder formulas within the Hourglass Cosmetics it's just like you can't find anything else within any other brand. This is unique. This is very special. This is what I am going to show you. I'm going to take the smaller one. I think the smaller is going to fit better. They're freshly used, so you know. Do we have it? I think we do. And now I am going to blend everything all together and mixing everything all together and adding myself a little bit of a finishing touch. So right now, and this is the magic of these finishing powders, whenever you exaggerated some sort of a color, now blending the finishing powder with the brush, everything is going to disappear, and everything, not like disappear, everything is going to blend perfectly. Now we can use this side and blend everything just like that to give ourselves some beautiful finishing touches. Oh my gosh! Can you kill? Like, what is happening? I have to show you from the close-up, guys. Right now, this is how it looks like. All the complexion from the Hourglass put all together in action. You can see it. And then when it comes to the concealer, guys, this is how it looks like. Love it. Good. So the last thing that I would like to test it out would be obviously the highlighter. So we used this side of the brush for the blush, and we're going to use this side of the brush for the highlighter. The highlighter is right over here. Let's go. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a try. So excited! I'm always so excited when it comes to the new launch from the Hourglass before Christmas, these palettes, because they're just... Oh. But can you... My camera in 4K is going to tell you the truth. Anyway, let's go. Let's give it a whirl. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, please. I guess you can see it as well. I'm going to add a little bit here on my eyelids as well. Really quickly. So what is happening within the highlighters from the Hourglass? They give you luminosity that does not accentuate any texture, but it's not like kind of a kapow type of a situation when you can see the glaze from 1 kilometer. It is luminous for sure. It looks beautiful and a little bit like a glass skin, but not like the kapow. Something that I love, something that when it comes to the French makeup is very much practiced, which means this is a type of a makeup, no makeup, that is here, but it's kind of discreet and gentle and subtle, yet super beautifying. And this is something that I can describe when it comes to these highlighters. They're definitely here, they're definitely present, but they're not having this kind of a kapow type of a situation. So I suppose, guys, when it comes to the application of all of these shades, that would be all. Allow me now to do some finishing touches of the camera, and I'll be back with my final thoughts and the summary. Hello gorgeous beautiful stars! ParisStarChannel here welcomes you with this check-in and summary, my final thoughts and my final opinions about the products from the Hourglass. Of course, we need to do something with the makeup. Which means that we're going to add a final touch, a cherry on a cake, should I say, on top, and we're going to blend everything all together with the Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. So, before adding the spray, guys, this is how it looks like. This is the Hourglass Eleganza Extravaganza put all together when it comes to the primers, when it comes to the Illusion Foundation, and then when it comes to the concealer, guys, this is how it looks like. And of course the palette that gives me a bronzer, gives me a blush, and gives me a little bit of a luminosity and the finishing touches. So this is something with Hourglass. If by accident or by any chance you're going to overpower yourself a little bit by layering layers, you can always blend it all together by adding a little bit of a spray. And look at that spray. This is like, look at the mist. That's it. Have you seen it? So fine. Oh. This is the finest mist as well. I mean, one of the finest mist I've seen within the Givenchy and their mist, and this is something super similar. So I'm going to add a little bit of this, just like so. And that's more than enough, and then now we actually have a finished makeup. So let's go with the summary for everything that has been shown and featured in today's episode. Guys, when it comes to the primers, Veil, ParisStarChannel gives a green light to the Hourglass Veil Primer. If your skin is normal to dry, you can have some sort of an all-arounder, all-inclusive type of a primer that gives you, that extends your the longevity, the wear of the makeup, that gives you smooth, that gives you protection, and it's really very nice. Then when it comes, if your skin is normal to oily, then the Vanish primer is the one. ParisStarChannel gives a green light, smooths, extends the long wear of the makeup, and it is claimed to have an oil control type of a situation right over here. When it comes to the concealer, ParisStarChannel gives a green light, but this is no joke, okay? This is not like no playing. A full coverage, lightweight formula that gives you just full shebang in your under eye area. If you like that type of a coverage, Hourglass got you covered with that coverage, you know? So yes, on that field, when it comes on the field of the full coverage concealers, this is definitely one of the best concealers on the market. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. Then, when it comes to the foundations, guys, let's go from the coverage. The lowest coverage and my personal best product from the Hourglass would be this one, which is the Hourglass Veil Skin Tint. Mine is in the shade 3. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. For me personally and to my taste, this is the best product from the Hourglass because it gives you a very subtle and beautiful skin evening type of a coverage, and then it is a very nice moisturizing type of a product that is alcohol free, and it's infused with meadow foam seed oil that is very moisturizing, nourishing and inclusive while being non-greasy. and it is a very good product for me personally during these times like autumn and winter, when we're looking something that is going to be kind of almost like not cushiony, but it's kind of like going to work very nice and keep the moisture within our skin. This is a gem and my personal best product from the Hourglass. When it comes to the medium coverage, then the Hourglass Illusion ParisStarChannel gives a green light. As I've said, this is definitely a thicker type of a consistency, much more creamier, that gives you a skin perfecting, smoothing type of a coverage. A very nice one that I'm observing on my skin. I definitely am enjoying it right now. When it comes to the full shebang, no joke, type of a coverage, guys, the Ambient Liquid Foundation from Hourglass ParisStarChannel gives a green light. So guys, you can have a choice. The lowest coverage in the form of a skin tint, the medium coverage in the form of a skin illusion, or the full shebang, full spiel in the form of the ambient. All of them, they do work. All of them, they give you a skin perfection smoothing type of a coverage, and I'm enjoying it. And definitely, this is one of my favorites. When it comes to the Veil Loose Powder, ParisStarChannel gives a green light. This is in my rotation for years. It is absolutely incredible because it is a super mature skin friendly type of a product. For sure, period. You won't find anything else. It is lightly setting your makeup, smoothing, without drying your skin, which for mature skin is just like, thank you, while giving you a very beautiful and natural radiance and luminosity without being super glowy, by the way, you know. So when it comes to this particular powder, everything is just like working out. It's just like, yes, yes, yes. It is perfect. It is great. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. And then, guys, when it comes to the finishing powders, of course, ParisStarChannel gives a green light. This is absolutely a gem when it comes to the finishing touches. When you think that, okay, I might have exaggerated a little bit of the colors, exaggerated a little bit with the structure, too much bronzer, too much blush, everything is just like screaming, what do I do? How can I put this down? How can I calm this down? Then you can choose a finishing powder. This particular one is called the Diffused Light, and then you can dust it, and everything is going to calm down and be just like extra luxurious for sure. And it works because all of these finishing powders, they have a certain shade, and mine Diffused Light is one of my favorite ones actually, and they work. So let's talk a little bit about the brushes. I mean, guys, you can't go wrong with these ones. Especially my favorite ones are always these kind of brushes when you want to buff everything and finishing everything up. It is amazing. It is incredible. ParisStarChannel gives a green light to the brushes from the Hourglass. Then this one is one of the best in my constant rotation. You can actually watch my YouTube. Consider yourself invited. You'll see me using this brush every single time because it is so good for applying an under eye powder. It is perfect for such kind of a thing. And then another one is the blush brush with the angle. It's just like, oh, it works so nice with any creams or liquids. You can put some in here, work this within the brush and just apply it. It is very nice, and I don't know if you can see it. The bristles are longer and shorter. Very nice brush. And then the brush for the concealer. This is amazing brush as well. I enjoyed all the brushes. I applied the foundation with this brush and it was amazing as well. The brushes are absolutely incredible when it comes to the Hourglass, and they kind of paved a path for the other people, because in my opinion, they started the double-sided brush, and then the other brands and the other companies and especially makeup artists, they followed their path, and today we have so many double-sided brushes from many other brands and artists because they're great. And then when it comes to the setting spray, guys, ParisStarChannel gives a green light. It is a very nice non-drying, melting skin, makeup melting. Maybe makeup melting is not a good impression, a good word to say. Makeup blending final touch spray. This is what I would say, which means that if you by accident have overpowdered yourself, you can spritz yourself. This is the finest mist that you can find on the market, and everything is gonna be... And then, guys, obviously, the star of today's episode, the palette. The palette, the Dear palette, launched for this Christmas season. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. You can't go wrong with this one. You absolutely can't go wrong with this one. You have two finishing powders. Right over here, you have one bronzer, one highlighter, and two blushes. And then, well, the design is incredible as well. And the quality of the powders is unheard of. You won't find anywhere else on the market any other powders that are going to give you this kind of an effect. My camera is going to tell you the truth. This is truly amazing. And of course, a limited edition brush. Another gem when it comes to applying bronzer. Shoop, shoop, everything blends. When it comes to the applying highlighters, absolutely very nice and incredible. So guys, once again, the collection from the Hourglass launched for Christmas. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. I personally love it. It is perfect for people who likes to have a little bit of a luminosity while not accentuate any kind of a texture. It just works. ParisStarChannel gives a green light. So guys, once again, let's have a final look at everything put all together. This is how it looks like. All the Hourglass makeup put in a full glory right before in front of your eyes. You can have your own judgment. And then when it comes to the under eye area, guys, this is how it looks like, the concealer, and this is how it looks, the whole makeup. And guys, I suppose this is very important as well. This is how it looks like, this makeup in the natural light, because obviously it always looks different when it's inside, especially with these light changing conditions, and then it looks different when it's outside. For me, I have nothing to hide. Your opinion is the most important. We are in social media. Everyone has a right to have its own opinion. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you think? What's the tea? Let's open the discussion. Absolutely. So you can have your own look into the situation. Are these products that you are thinking of, are these on your wish list? I suppose this is how it's going. This is how they look like in the natural light. I am super happy that I had a chance to feature them on my episode and share my own personal opinion from the perspective of a person that has makeup, that uses makeup on myself, on my mature skin. Because, obviously, you know, when you become older, things are not as well forgiving as it is when you were younger. You have to definitely pay attention what you are applying on your face and what kind of an effect you're getting. So these products definitely, they look stunning. When it comes to the Hourglass, this is the Eleganza Extravaganza. ParisStarChannel gives a very big green light to all the products that has been featured on today's episode. And yes, guys, I suppose this episode has come to an end. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for tuning into my channel. On my channel, we celebrate diversity and beauty, because with our diversity, with our differences, we are all gorgeous, unique, different, and beautiful. Time to say goodbye. So see you soon in my next episode. Mwah. Kisses and cuddles. But as for now, guys, take care. Bye bye now.